My name is Derick. I'm the project supervisor here for InterSource in the Live Oak area. We perform work for Rapid Fiber in Swanee Valley. So basically, as a project supervisor, I plan out the schedules for my guys, availability, handle, all the office work, answering emails, handling customer issues. So Rapid Fiber is InterSource's customer. And it's important to us to offer an exceptional customer experience. So anything that they need, if they need me to ride out and check on jobs and make sure jobs run smoothly, that's pretty much everything I take care of. And it's pretty straightforward. So my first experience with broadband was with AT&T back in 2015. Fiber's been around longer than that, but this is when, the residential fiber started really kicking off. So I dabbled in it a little bit there. We did home installs, we did the outside work. Since then, the equipment's it's went a long way. So now it's pretty much fiber all the way into the home, where before it was fiber and then you do Cat 6, from the outside box to the router. Moved on from there, started with InterSource back in 2017 when we started doing fiber. I've traveled all over the country working for multiple different providers. It's been a tremendous experience for myself. It's been very rewarding, not only for myself, but for the customers that receive the fiber internet. So yeah, it's been an adventure. The smiles on the customers' faces was a big one. Being able to provide the need, whatever the needs of the customers were, whether it be gaming, big file downloads, awesome for businesses. But it's been a really rewarding career for myself, and I like to bring people in that's never done it before and watch them grow. Most of my team are brand new at it, and they've been with me 6 months to a year, and they're excelling at it. And that's what gives me the drive to keep doing what I'm doing. So the joy of it is being able to go to new places, seeing new things, different challenges. Challenges help us grow. And the more challenges we get, the more we overcome them, the more we grow, not only for ourselves, but for other individuals. Challenges, one of the main ones is weather, and as you see, structures and trees can cause a big challenge. But if you have a strong team, you can overcome them pretty quickly. But I would say that would probably be the downside to it, is the weather and things like that. If you're looking for a career that is not going anywhere, if you're looking for an exciting career that's going to continue to go on, I would tell them, if you would always have a job in this industry. As you guys know, this thing just keeps increasing and getting better, and everybody needs internet nowadays. So, but the most rewarding thing is it's compensation is a big thing, especially nowadays. And this is a career that you can get into and make tons of money and provide for your family. And like I said, I've been in it 10 years and I've been able to take care of my family very well. Well, you step into the role of a technician in this field, you're meeting different people, you're seeing different things. Like we said with the obstacle, you're overcoming obstacles to make yourself better. It's been a very enjoyable career for me, and I would actually advise anybody that's interested to give it a shot. So when I look at an individual to decide whether they would be a good fit, I don't look at their gender, I don't look at their age, I look at their character, I look at their drive. You can teach this to just about anybody. I just recently, about 7 months ago, hired a female technician, 18, 19 years old, and in 6 months, she has turned into one of my leads. So she's excelled pretty rapidly because she has the drive, determination, and the personality for the business. And really, that's what you really need to be successful in this business. As long as you're not afraid to get dirty, as long as you're not afraid to, go into tight spaces and crawl spaces, anybody can do this job and do it well. We have several female technicians that work for us. You don't need college to get into this, unless you're going into the IT side of it. You know, the day in the life of a installer, as long as you have common sense and you have the drive to work, you know, you can do this and do really well as if you had a college diploma. But again, I'm not telling anybody not to go to college, because that's an experience that you can't replace. So basic knowledge, you know, with this, with our home installers, you know, a lot of people know how to hook up internet to their devices. They know how it works. Mainly, you know, depending on when we hire them, how much experience they have. If they have zero experience, we try to give them, you know, 2 to 3 weeks of hands-on training. And if somebody comes in from a new industry, you know, say they come from AT&T to us, you know, they don't need all that technical training, but we still have to train them on the way we do things. You know, I was nervous when I first got into the industry, and once I got into it and got comfortable with it, you know, it just took off for me, and I enjoy coming to work every day, because again, you're not doing the same thing every day. To me, it's like a new adventure, and I'm telling you, anybody I talk to, you know, I encourage them to give it a shot. You know, it's not for everybody, but if you don't try, you won't never know.